Hey friends, quick word. So Matty Allin today, he's just announced a sacrifice project, and I have seen the ratio of likes to views, and you have a very low amount of likes and a lot of views. A lot of people pretty much like, oh, do we need another sacrifice project, when they pretty much all go down only. And what's the project? It's just not working pretty much. So there's people two sides, friends. So I just want to let you know that Matty does a lot for the PulseChain community, and I'm just going to be completely honest. If I ran a project, now I never will, friends. I've never run a sacrifice project. If I ran a sacrifice project, then I'm sure he will donate to me. He'd throw it in to me. Okay, so that's why I might just throw stuff in, just to be like, you know what, he will do it for me. This is your friend Somi here. This is your friend Somi speaking. This is not you in the trenches with me. Okay. Now, another thing just to think about is a lot of people. Look, friends, you get to see now the cost of your mistake. Now, what's the cost of your mistake? The Hexagon community and PulseChain community have been paying a price for 3 years now. And what was the price? Well, it's like, okay, here's the best marketing in the world to tell you that it's all going to work out. It's going to be great. Everything's going to work. That's the marketing. Let's pretend not. Okay, it's Richard's marketing. And now look at the results. You're paying the price for it 3 year later. Okay, so we can go pretend, oh, it hasn't been a year since launch and you know what you signed up for. That type of stuff, friends, we know what those types of languages are. Those types of languages are, well, I did extremely powerful marketing. However, if it doesn't work out, it's your fault. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Okay, so there's no, okay, the blame's always on you. But guess what? You got to live life like this anyway. All right, you do have to live life. So that's what I'm telling you. It's not a right or a wrong thing. It's just you got to learn. You got to learn. Oh my gosh, the price I have to pay for joining in with euphoric hands is literally down only for 3 years, bleeding out, and now it's actually worse because Bitcoin and Ethereum go up. All the other narratives basically just been crumbling. Okay. And you need Richard to still be around and still be active. So you're getting to see all that. So a lot of the people, of course, it's very, very controversial with Matty's sacrifice project here and there. But it's something to think about, friends. Here's the thing, man. Look, people don't want to say it, but I'm going to have to say it, okay? Hex could not fulfill its promises. It couldn't, okay? It couldn't store value. That's it. It's a DeFi leverage altcoin. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people get upset. Guess what? The bear market's done, and now it's bull market mode. Now you want leverage. Sure. It couldn't fulfill it. It just couldn't. Okay, now obviously you're like, duh, I can't see the chart down 98%, and now we've got to delete the old chart and move around and move the goalpost 30,000 times. I know. But just telling you, it couldn't fulfill it. Now, it's related to Matty's project. Why? Because Dick Cherry dumps $16 million of Hex, faceless, doesn't shill it, doesn't promote it, doesn't onboard, doesn't do anything for the community whatsoever, works at Coinbase at the same time. So, I mean, talk about someone who's going to get the worst evil curse of karma ever. Like, this guy is going to cop it so hard. I can't tell you how bad he's going to cop it. Dumping $16 million, working at Coinbase, and probably just drinking soy all day. So that's just one example. And here's the thing. Dick Cherry's got 16 million though. You can tell Matty probably doesn't have 16 million. That's why he is making a sacrifice project. So what I'm basically telling you is it's sad that Richard's talking points and narratives are all wrong. Pretty much. If you haven't watched the movie, friends, remember I gave you the revelations. Go back and watch the Highest of Stakes movie. Richard expected Mikey, the house seller, or whatever the context was, don't worry, we're just going to go down for 6 months and then we'll go back up. It makes sense because he thought we were going to go down with the bear market. We'll just recover up. Nope. The inflation was too high for Hex. The game theory wasn't game theory, friends. It's just DeFi leverage. That's it. Pretty much DeFi leverage. Now, no, it sucks, but that's backward looking. Now we've got to look forward. You're going to get the leverage on the way up. So this is the most important part. Matty did not dump all his bags. If Matty dumped his bags, he wouldn't do this. Okay, so it's unfortunate that so I'm going to have to say nice things still about Matty, even though I didn't get all the nicest things said about me. I'm just going to defend him and be like, look, man, he only has to do this because he listened to Richard. That's it. He listened to Richard. He delayed gratification. Don't worry. And everything's great. And the game theory works and it all works. So clearly what happens, friends, is look, when it comes to geniuses and very powerful and important people like Richard, you get to see how it's very dangerous. Why? It's because they're so right about some things. So then you and I think, because I'm just a peanut brain like you go, well, if they were right about these 15 things, they're going to be right about item number 16, 17, and 18. Unfortunately, these things have been a costly 3 years of your participation, okay? Also, friends, a lot of people say, oh, Dorian, but Bitcoin went down. No. Bitcoin's first bear market, by 18 months, it had recovered the all-time high. That's like Hex being 55 cents March last year, okay? So don't use any of these anchoring to these other things, okay? Just, it is what it is, man. This is the game, okay? So I'm just showing you that even though I know the community is going to rail on Matty, he hosts a PulseChain conference. He does the Hex conference fest. He does so much. It's tough for me to watch and be like, man, guys, he's only here copying this because he followed the leader to the T. He literally followed the leader to the T. And it's exactly what everybody was meant to do and whatever. And then, oh, well, the price doesn't work. So, you know, I'm just going to have to just be mindful of that, friend. So don't go too hard on him. I know he's raising money, and I know it's what it looks like, but I'm just going to basically just keep it all in perspective here and there, okay? Because I'm always looking on the bright side here, and I'm saying, well, you know what? He only has to do this or ask for donations and get sponsorships for the conference because he didn't freaking dump on everyone. He didn't do the dick cherry. He didn't extract $16 million and move out, okay? So that's just... we've got to keep that in the back of our minds for Matty. And yes, look, I personally, friends, I'm just going to be completely honest. Like, just sorry, Matty, but guys, if this was anyone else, man, I'm just promise you, man, I'll just save you $500. Just guys, I've done way too much real homework in the PulseChain ecosystem. Like, you could do some real damage with $500. And guess what? These coins don't do anything except make us laugh, okay? Or just give us dreams. And that's all you need in this game. Okay, so going forward, of course, everybody's too poor. Friends, I know, trust me, I'm on your side, man. Look, friend, I'm not criticizing the captain or anything. I'm not doing that. I'm just telling you the gaslighting doesn't work. Clearly, it's not working, okay? The gaslighting strategy of the new one is forget about you paying for the past 3 years. Little Timmy, who bought last week after being down there for 3 years for the rest of us, little Timmy's up, so let's celebrate little Timmy. Like, this type of mentality, friends, that is for literal mid-curve people with the attention span of a goldfish. You and me, right, I want to keep improving over time. To improve, we have to absorb real-world experiences into our brains, in our hearts, in our souls, like what we went through for the past 3 years. We have to absorb that, and we have to improve. We have to adapt. We have to sharpen our swords, okay? And to do that, we got to go, oh my gosh, those bullshit narratives from 3 years ago all meant nothing. Why? Because just the hands were too euphoric. So it doesn't matter what comes out of the leader's mouth. Nothing. There's just too much euphoria. You see these things, friends? I am here putting all of these with you, okay? Because you're not going with or against the leader. It's just a crowd. That's it, okay? You know, Richard, friends. Hey, you see this? Richard could have literally been a legit scammer. But if there was only like $100,000 put into PulseChain and PulseX, and then he ends up delivering what he's done so far, you would be up like 1,000x by now. You'd literally be up 1,000x because no one believed in it. Problem is, everyone does believe in it, and you got to look around. You go, oh my gosh, everyone believes in it. That means no one's earthy, okay? So you just get some perspective here and there. So the controversy is going to continue. Like I said, man, PulseChain is the spear, friends. PLS is the spear. Unequivocally, you can tell when PulseChain goes up, everything goes up. But also, Hex is tied with everybody's money and stuff here and there. So that's how you get to see. It's super, super important, right? Make sure you like, subscribe. Catch you soon.